Live from the Northeast Comedy Cabaret, it's Back to the Humor with your host, Josh Jacoboo.
On the mat, worse than an earthquake. Hey-yo. Yeah. All right, I'm going to bring up our first guest tonight, Nick Baker, everybody. So, how did you deal with the earthquake yesterday? Were you scared?
It was absolutely terrifying, especially when I read it said Philadelphia rocked by earthquake.
Yeah, my titties were jiggling.
Yeah, I
made
know.
I
thought I
more
just
terrifying.
farted.
There's well, actually, I thought Kirstie Alley got out of the bathtub.
Yeah.
That's not bad either. I'm gonna take that. That's not bad. So I heard the Comedy Cabaret website. You say you're an actor, comedian. Have you acted in anything? We know you're
Yeah,
an actor.
I have. I've had 2 speaking roles in 2 movies. Rocky Balboa, I was a bartender, and then The Lovely Bones, which was a movie that Peter Jackson directed. I was a cop in that.
You look like a cop. Is that a weird insult? No, but you know your voice reminds me of the guy, the blonde-haired guy, Jay and Silent Bob Jay.
Yeah, Randall. Yeah.
Your voice reminds me of him.
Oh, him. Okay. I usually get Randall from Clerks.
That's what I meant. Well, the guy that plays the blonde-haired guy, whoever it is.
The long-haired guy.
Yeah.
No, but then there's the guy Randall from the movie Clerks.
Yeah. Is that the same guy that plays Jay? That's the same guy.
No, it's not.
I'm wrong.
Jason Hughes.
Okay, I'm like an asshole now. I think the audience just like this guy's right. It's fine. Anybody's well. So how long have you been doing this comedy thing?
Well, I started comedy about 8 years ago, but then I stopped for about 6 years, and then I started again about a year. So I say I've been doing it for a year, even though it's a complete lie. But
Yeah, that's good to say 8 years though. No, I realize most comedians that I meet in the open mic comedy scene, they're doing it for a long time, 8 or 10 years. They always take a break. Not all of them, but most of them, they take a break, and I guess it is a lot. A deal. What was the main reason why you decided to take a?
I really like the way cocaine smelled. And no, I had a business. I ended up running a business when the poker craze was going on. I had a poker business, and I was just making a lot of money and doing a lot of drugs and drinking a lot. And, I mean, literally. I mean, except for the comedy, I was living the life of a road comedian, really. Gambling a lot and doing a lot of drugs and drinking. But no, and then I got a regular corporate job and realized that I was going to stab somebody in the throat if I had to put on a fucking pair of khakis every day. Can I curse?
Yeah, sure.
Cunt. And then I got back to comedy about a year ago. I took no, not a year. Yeah, I guess it was a little bit over a year ago. I took a class at Helium, and then slowly got back into it. But then I would say in December of this year, of 2010, Frank Genzano sort of took me up to a couple places, and then I started getting into the Comedy Cabaret circuit, and I've been doing weekends for Andy Scarpati ever since. It's been really great. It's been
very uplifting. Dr. Phil class. Well, but I was going to say to you, why did you decide to take a stand-up comedy class? Because most comedians who take that are just nervous, like they don't have the support. And you obviously had a taste of it. Because you decided to go back and take that.
Because I don't think you can ever learn enough about something like stand-up comedy.
But is it true that hands-on experience in this is?
Yeah. Well, absolutely. But going out to open mics and to get open mic experience, that helps. But also sitting down, workshopping your jokes, making sure you don't have bad habits on stage, and I mean it's little things, but I see comedians do it all the time, and comedians that are relatively, up there is they'll grab the mic by the top and they're like, like they're fucking Little Wizzy, and you're just, it doesn't look professional. It really doesn't look professional. If you look at real seasoned professional comedians, just the little things with the mic techniques and stuff like that, that really makes a difference. And it's not me. I don't really care. Look, if you can make it and do it, great. But I think it's the guys. I think if you go down to Helium and you go in front of those guys, and you're grabbing the mic like that, and you're leaving the mic stand in front, or you're doing, you're turning too quick, or you're making these little jerky things on stage, I don't think you're going to get up. I really don't. I think, because look, you got a line this long of people that are willing to. Am I putting you to sleep?
No, I was just kidding. I was trying to make the audience.
Okay.
I'm listening to you.
You got a line this big of people, that are willing to go up and be funny, and you got a lot of funny people out there. Mm-hmm. So if you can eliminate little mistakes like that, that's how you just get that much further ahead of the guy behind you. Because there's not that much difference once you get to the front of the line. There's not that much difference between those guys.
Wow, you should write a book.
Maybe.
Never know, never know. So we gotta wrap up. So what can we expect from you in the future? What would you like to do more of? Any more acting roles you got lined up? Or
Yeah, well, I mean, I always do acting. You know, as far as comedy goes, you know, yeah, I'm just trying to write. I'm actually doing a class this weekend. I got a guy coming in from San Francisco. I put it together with Paul Goodman, and we got a small workshop going on. So we're doing that this weekend, and then as far as that, you know, I'm just doing more comedy cabaret, writing more, and keeping it up. So.
I find you very charming and likable. The great Nick Baker, everybody. Thank you. Right after this.